Reading Classics in Our Time by Partha Banerjee. Classical literature unfolds our mind like extracting generous thought and feed from a deep hive of universal consciousness, rich with moral complexity and the unbroken thread of human experience. To read the classics is to engage with life's profound questions that ever unsolved, weaving our own stories into a field of ever-expanding understanding through the people again and again. These timeless works endure not by accident, but by their relentless invitation to reflection. That is why classic is timeless. Never the pure conscience with time fall into the process of aging. The relative, time-bound thought dies, and born with changing circumstance. Classic needs the conscience beyond time-bound, place-bound reality. In an age of fleeting images and breathless novelty, classics demand a slower, more deliberate gaze. Their very survival through generations whispers a truth. The truth boundless to time and person may be unrealized by vast majority of population. They hold the keys to understanding what it truly means to be human values. Like the sharp divides of modern sound bites, the great novels and dramas poetry of Shelley, or Milton or F. Schiller resist easy labels of hero or villain, brought the character as well as reader into the journey of conflict, where nothing is certain except truth. The perspective of truth varies over the time by socio-economic, religio-political condition. In spite of that, classic never find way away from eternal truth. In the worlds of Dostoevsky, Austen, or Rake, characters emerge whole, contradictory, flawed, growing mirrors to our own fractured selves. To walk alongside such figures is to cultivate empathy's delicate art, and the survival to such a consciousness enriched through journey by gathering experiencing of truth. The patience to hold opposing truths, the courage to probe beneath surface actions, the wisdom to withhold swift judgment. This embrace of ambiguity becomes the cornerstone of a life lived in depth, whether in love, labor, or own world of concentration. Classics do not merely pose questions, they embody the eternal struggles of duty, love, death, justice, and the quest for meaning for own for other. The best success of classic may be the unification of protagonist's feel to the reader. No serious reader could deny the consolidation of self with the perception flowing throughout the text. Pather Panchali, forever classic of Bengali literature, always churns the oneness of reader with a poo astonished with the treasure of nature. Season brings the new feel with the smile of birds, sorrow filled up with death. In spite of all the things life goes through, the experience of truth. They dramatize these grand themes in flesh and blood, allowing us to witness not abstract ideals, but the lived consequences of moral choice. Through laughter, heartbreak, and tragedy, they reveal how individuals confront their limits, how communities rise and fall, and how faith and belief can both sustain and betray our deepest needs. Such stories shape our values, urging us to forge them with care and clarity rather than haste. Language with rhetoric itself becomes a sacred craft in classical writing. The measured cadence of sentences, the subtle weave of metaphor, the deliberate unfolding of thought, all hold our attention and sharpen our patience. The classic never allows accident that strums the thought with very short lasting. Inevitably the accident has greater role to shape out consciousness, but sudden outburst has least value on forming classic. To navigate these intricate terrains is to train the mind's eye, to deepen our capacity for listening, speaking, and reflection. In a world drowning in the shallow noise of constant distraction, this discipline fortifies us against the erosion of meaning. Moreover, classical literature is the keeper of our shared plural cultural memory. Its echoes resonate in modern ideas, phrases, and symbols, offering a common ground where dialogue across time and place finds footing emerged over the larger time span through interaction, assimilation and conflict of physical entities and ideological entities. Yet, the classics are no rigid dogma. They extend not answers, but invitations, spaces, where each reader, with their own history and heart, can engage in a living conversation. This dialogue between text and soul sparks fresh insight, ensuring these works remain vibrant, demanding not passive reception, but active thought. To read classical literature is not a show of erudition, but a journey inward for exploration to find the hidden self. It deepens our empathy, sharpens our judgment, anchors our language, and links us to the unbroken human story. Need of journey is endless, the life is never ending. Realization over the flow of classics would emerge from new perspectives to newer one with embedded eternal truth.